What's up, everybody? Tomorrow is the beginning of 2023, January 1st. Past year has flown by. I would have never imagined that I'd got a greenhouse completed in my yard and ready to go this year in 2022, but I did. So, what you're wondering is the 3 things that you need to know before starting a homestead. Now, the first thing that I'll talk about, since I'm sitting in here, is you need to plan ahead. This goes for anything, but it is worth saying. You need to have a direction. You need to understand what you want to do with your homestead, what your goals are, what your aspirations are, what you have to work with. That's very important. You have to have this vision and this sight, and then you can go ahead from that. Now, you might be saying, how does that relate to a greenhouse? Well, this was never my plan. I'm not a big vegetable eater, but my goals have changed. I want to grow some more low toxicity plants, and I want to possibly start a business selling transplants, giving them away to friends, and just making a better community right here where I'm at. And a greenhouse takes planning ahead. You plant things January, February, March to plant in April, May, that area. So you have to think ahead, and you have to put all this work in before it's even ready to go. You need a direction. Write it down. If you don't have a direction with what you want to do, watch videos. You can even subscribe to this channel where I talk about things like understanding what you want to do. Okay? Read books. Joel Salatin, and the best YouTube channel I've found, in my opinion. I'm really big into grazing animals, and that's what I'm passionate about. With the space I have, I don't get to do it as much, but Greg Judy, I love watching his channel. He just drops so much wisdom in his videos. They're simple. There's no editing to them. It's just cut and dry. So go check out Greg Judy. He's a regenerative farmer. He considers himself a grass farmer. He's a lot like Joel Salatin, the way that he rotates. He does mob grazing. He's very instrumental in this movement that we're a part of. And beyond that, there's just not a lot that I can talk about because I just don't have a lot of experience. I've watched quite a few videos. I just don't remember a lot of the channels. Off Grid with Doug and Stacy's one that I've watched quite a bit. Gold Shaw Farm. Justin Rhodes, which he's local, right up here in Asheville, right above me. So there's a ton of information on the internet. People will inspire you. You can see that you can do it from humble beginnings. And this is about as humble as you can get. A cattle panel and plastic greenhouse. We're going to see how it turns out. So understand that you need to have a community. This brings me to my second part. Okay? You need to have a community. Local and global. What I mean by that is you need to have people that you can turn to in your community to buy from, to sell to trade with, to communicate with, just so that you can have a helping hand. This may be easier for some rather than others, but it is possible, and I encourage you, go to farmers markets, join a local Weston A. Price Foundation, talk to people at your church. There are people around. If you do enough searching, God will put them in your life. And I've prayed a lot about it. Riley's prayed. We have been blessed with some great friends and great role models and influences right here locally that have been able to help us. So don't be shy and understand that this movement takes a tribe. It's not a one-man army. Now, building community online may be harder for others. I encourage you to post videos. I have like 200 subscribers right now, which is an infinite amount, but I'm going to continue to post, not because I'm making money from it right now, not because I have 500,000 subscribers, but I want to document my journey, see myself grow. I'm 23. Who knows, if I do this for the next 50 or 60 years, I'll have 60 years worth of information that my children can go back and watch if they're interested in that. Or maybe they're not. Who knows? But it's just something that's appealing to me. Like I said, first things first. Understand your direction. Get an idea. Research. Number 2, build a community. Local is best, but far away people on the internet and through books and magazines, they're great opportunities to learn and to bring that to your local area. This brings me to my last point. Prepare to be uncomfortable. You're going to have to do some things. You're going to have to get dirty. You're going to have to be cold. You're going to have to be sweaty if you really want this. It's easy to fantasize about it and have this big conjured up dream of what homesteading really is. But until you get in there and start, you're not going to know. As far as animals go, I'm going to be posting this video right up here. I'm going to be talking about the best animals to start with if you want to start a homestead. It's really important to understand whenever you get a living, breathing animal, like the goats I'm sitting here with right now, you have to be there for them. If you've got milking goats, you got to be there once possibly even twice a day, depending on how your milking pattern is going to go. Here we have Miss Valentine, who's sniffing the mic. I don't know if you can see her right now. She is a great goat. Come here. And you have to be willing to be there and take care of them, okay? We just had this extreme cold come through. I had to get out here and work during those days. It wasn't one of those sit inside and enjoy Earl Grey tea and read a book. No, I was out working, making sure they were warm, changing up their water, making sure it wasn't frozen. You need to be willing to get dirty. These dreams that you have, these ideas that you have, erase them. Watch as many videos as you can. Watch people who are real. And you can tell that. You got a bull crap detector inside of you. Use that. Make sure that you're not going into this thinking it's going to be easy. The way we do our chickens in a mobile coop, I've had 3 different coops, and the one we have now has worked best. I'm about to put them in the greenhouse for the winter season. You have to be willing to adapt and overcome in this lifestyle. You have to be willing to get dirty, to do the work. And honestly, you're not going to learn, you're not going to be able to have real experience until you start. Now, whether that's starting a windowsill planting system that you have for maybe some herbs you want to grow, or maybe that's going out and buying cows. It depends on who you are and what you want. So you have to understand that you are unique. I can't tell you what to do. You have to understand what you can do with what you're able to work with. I'd love to get goats, but I know without water, I can't keep them happy. And I'm not willing to fill up a kiddie pool every single day. You have to be willing to work with what you've got, and you have to be willing to start. It's okay to make mistakes. Don't think that you have to do perfect from the beginning. You're not going to. These goats right here are the first goats we've had. First female goats we had. We had boys. That was a mistake. We sold them. They were beautiful goats. They were great, but they weren't right for us and what we want to do. Now we've got these dairy goats. We've got 2 that's about to give birth, and it's going to be a learning experience from here on out. Hopefully I can get that on camera and share it with you. So let's just sum this up. You need to do your research. You need to get online. You need to get a community established. And more importantly, you need to get started. Sitting here and watching this video is not accomplishing your dreams. The only thing that's going to accomplish your dreams is getting up, getting ready, and getting after it. And I don't want to sound too much like a drill sergeant here, but it's the truth. I've seen it within my own life, and I've seen it within other people's lives. You can sit and have dreams all day long. God will bless you. He'll give you doors that open up. You have to be willing to take that step through them. Thank you for watching this video. I'm not an expert. I'm just somebody who's learning and trying and doing what I think is best and doing what I think God wants me to do. I can't sit here and tell you every single thing. I can tell you that I've learned from Greg Judy and Joel Salatin, Justin Rhodes, and all these other people. But at the end of the day, none of them compare to getting in here with the animals and getting to work. God bless you. Get 2023 started off right and get your dreams accomplished this year. Have a blessed day. Keep me and my family in your prayers, and I'll see you around.